the other side, and in between I have inserted a protection diode for reverse polarity. Here I can go ahead and do a test of my cable on the decoder. Now I fix it there, and the negative one I fix it on the negative terminal of my battery. At the other end, I take my decoder and I plug in, and as you can see, my decoder is ready, it's powered up. Welcome once again to Kim's Tech channel. Have you ever wondered what would do if you find yourself in an area where there is persistent blackout or there is no electricity at all, yet you want to watch your favorite GOtv programs? If you have ever, then this video is for you, because today I'm going to do a practical demonstration of how you can convert and adapt a GOtv decoder so that it can use a battery or even a solar battery. Normally a GOtv comes with an adapter meant to be plugged onto electricity. However, if you look at the back of your GOtv decoder, you find markings on a certain socket of 12 volts, and that means that GOtv can as well be powered with a 12 volt battery. I need to have a TV that is also capable of being powered with a battery. To the back of it, you also find that it has a socket that is marked 12 volts here. So this socket here can also be plugged onto a battery. This TV comes with a cable like this. This cable has a jack to plug onto the TV, and the other end it has a red positive clip and a black clip. These two are the ones that you clip onto a car battery or a solar battery. And so for us to be able to use this decoder on a battery just like that TV there, we need to make a wire clip that looks exactly like this. To be able to make a clip like that one, we need to have loose clips, a positive one and a negative one, and we can also add a diode. I'm going to show you how that one is done. I now want us to make that battery clip that we are going to connect to our decoder. So what we need to do is pick our adapter, cut the cable. The reason why we have cut that cable is because we want to have a cable that has got a pin on one end. Then this other side that we have cut, we separate the twin cable or the twin wire. Once we have done the separation, there is something that I want us to note. The GOtv adapter or power supply comes with a twin cable that almost look the same. However, one side of that twin cable has got a white marking. I want you to be very keen. There's a white marking here. Now this white marking marks the positive wire. So this is the one that has got white marking. So we need to take a very keen interest with this one, and we'll mark it by tying a knot like that, so that we don't get confused right along. So once we have done that, we have now marked the positive and the negative, and the other side is our pin. However, if you have these other adapters or power supply which have got a 3-pin, they are very common in the market. When you strip the cable, you find that one cable is red, the other one is black, so there is no confusion there. But for GOtv, you need to be very careful because it's very confusing. But once you have marked the one that has got the white shading, then that is done. So the next thing that you need to do is to strip off these two cables so that you expose the inner conductor. This one you do with a pliers, or you can also use a cutter like this one. So like this. So you have now these two cables exposed. And once you have exposed now these ones, you can add your battery clips here. Now, I want you to follow me very carefully as I add this, because I'm also going to add the diode. Now, the diode is used to protect the reverse polarity. In case you accidentally reverse the polarity on the battery, the current will not reach the decoder and destroy it. So this one protect. I'm going to add these battery clips, and I'll start with the negative battery clip. I've removed this insulation from one side and I insert it, and then I fix my cable. If you have a pliers with you, you can press on that cable to make it tight and then pull the insulation back to the position. Then this other one here, you remember this one I told you is one that is the positive wire. So fix it onto the positive clip here. So I will remove this insulation, drop it there, and for the purpose of protection of this decoder from reverse polarity, I use a diode. This diode acts as a valve. It allows current to flow only in one direction. So if you reverse the polarity on the battery, then your decoder will be safe. So I'm going to do that for the purpose of protection, since I'll be using this battery for a long time. This is what you need to note about this diode here. It has got one side that is shaded white. That is the positive side. Can you see it? And the other one that is totally black is our negatives. So this cable, which is our positive, we fix it on the positive side of your diode, like that, and you make it tight. And then the other side, we fix it onto our clip. So I use a shorter wire to do that. I fix wire there, and then the other one I fix it on like that. Can you see? Then I also do the same on the other side. And just like that, my power cable for the decoder is complete. So my cable has got a jack pin on one side, a positive clip on one side, and a negative clip on the other side, and in between I have inserted a protection diode. Now from here I can go ahead and do a test of my cable on the decoder. So what do? This terminal, I fix it there, and the negative one, I fix it on the negative terminal of my battery. And the other end, I take my decoder and I plug in, and as you can see, my decoder is ready, it's powered up. Now you proceed to power your TV. For the TV, we do the same. For the TV, the negative terminal and the positive terminal, and then you plug this jack. So I plug it at the back of the TV set. And once that one is done, we find that your TV has gotten the power. So you can now switch it on with the remote. And that is it. So the TV is ready. Cable for the signal. You plug it onto your GOtv decoder. Once you do that, you can see that there's now communication between the decoder and the TV. What now remains is now to plug in your antenna, which you plug it in onto the RF in and you screw it tight. Once you do that, you already have signal on your TV and the channels are already there, so you can now sit down and enjoy. Thank you very much for stopping by and watching and listening to me, and I hope that this video was helpful to you, and if it was, I would kindly ask that you subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you very much. See you next time.